Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Got it. Ready?
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 70, Timberwolves. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left.
That's your man, that's your man.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Here comes Bryce Baringer to handle the 4th down punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. Running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Out to the right, out to the right. Out to the right.
First tone of the game for James Cook. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
It's a loss of 2.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Alert the hot, alert the hot.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got this complete to James Cook. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Tony.
First down throw by Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Stroud off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Here we go. Tonight.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Ball carrier.
Danger, Case. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
And 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
South. All right. 18. That's it. Tonight.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're gonna be stuck with a 4th and long. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. This is gonna be a 46-yarder. Aubrey puts it through, and they're on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
Their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Bronco 80. Go.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. Space on the right, he's got room. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That had just enough leg. It's over the crossbar and good. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
And up from the pistol to Cook. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Foul. Here we go. Let's go. 18. What's up?
Again, it's Cook. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Taken down right.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
How's the tonight? Hi. 18. Buggy.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Secures this at the 17. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Bronco switch. Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Starting on the ground here with Sampson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, kid, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Stretch the Eagles.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They start out 2nd and 10.
Viking 18.
Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Raiders defense goes in the dime for 3rd down.
Cowboy 80.
Well, they're going to throw out of the gun. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
He has it at the 22. And we love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, ready. Tonight.
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Oh, ready? 2J. 18. What's that?
Another one for Cook. He is down to the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Here we go. At 18. What's that?
Trying it left side with Cook. Running in the red zone. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders push their lead to 3.
Raiders 10, Browns 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Tag! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll give to Sampson here up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. Let's go, ladies. Go.
He'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. White gets popped, and it's loose. And the Raiders get to it. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going, but that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
Ready up.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Ready. Now.
Running right with Sampson. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Come on. Hit. 70, Timberwolves. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
60 Bison. 19 Tiger.
To the air on 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fielded at the 11. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
So it's going to be 2nd and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. The Raiders with the lead at home here at Allegiant. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 18.
To the air, Stroud. There's a screen for Cook. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call.
18. What's up?
Throw here, third down. Escapes the pocket. He finds Smith-Njigba right side. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line.
13 yards.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10 from the 32. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Running it after the penalty. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Now the Browns spend their final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Why Tony? Here we go. Let's go. 18. Look the hot.
From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Oh, 18. What's up? Hey, south.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Running back sets in motion. First and 10, looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Throwing from the gun here. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Working now from the gun. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A pickup of 17. And that's a Browns first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. Yeah. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
Barring a surprise or a miracle here in the final seconds, Kate, looks like we're going to have a tie and a whole new ball game to begin the second half.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Shaheed now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Shaheed on the return. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Here's Stroud now. Throwing the out route complete. And this is brought to a stop at that 34-yard line there. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
Speed left, speed left. 118, outside.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. So that brings up second down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here we go.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A 28-yard pickup there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Oh, ready?
First down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go.
They go play action with Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Vegas first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
Here we go. 18. Outside. Tonight.
On play action, here's Stroud. He's got it at the 6. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. Outside.
Cook has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's second and goal. He gets it again. This won't get anywhere either. The front held up. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up third and goal.
It's now third.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's third and goal.
Oh, right. 18. What's that?
Cook. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a James Cook touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Go.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
That's the kind kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Stephanie Ranger. Stephanie Ranger.
Another game to Judkins. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he's been one of the players of this game. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. First down now, ball at the 33.
On the quick, right? 118. What's up?
Throwing is Stroud. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That one hits for 30. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Ow, what's up? 118. What's up?
Stroud. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Stroud off the play fake. That's caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Pass the 50. Pass the 60. Tighten up.
They're going play action. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Flag. Back on 80.
From the pistol, here's Jenkins. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They gain 11 on that play, and that's a Browns first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Ready. Hop 70. Hop 70. Ready.
Another one for Jenkins. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
19. Go.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
A new set of downs for him from the 31.
Get it. Ready.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Hand off to Sampson. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came, Brock, 0 chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down the distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long.
Cowboy 80.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
4th and forever coming up.
Let's go now. 18. Run. Push the Eagles. Push the Eagles.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Straight ahead, but off the Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Third down, Raiders going with some dime coverage here. Back to throw now. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked up by Malachi Starks.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
What's up? At 18. What's up?
Stroud from the pistol. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. Into the red zone. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders making a 3-score game in the 4th. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's got the squiver. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready? 19, Charger, 19, Charger. Go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The Raiders take over.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Great timing.
First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Yep.
He's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 5.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders looking like they'll start this season with a win. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Uno Mars. All right. 18.
From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. That's right. 2 jets.
Now it's Cook. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
How? 18. That's right.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 9.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Raiders first down.
They're going to pass it here. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders put up even 4 points in a win. It's a James Cook touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again.
Raiders 38, Browns 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Making some progress here. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
19 tight. Left wing 19.
One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders